money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me, cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back.
Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Flag, what do you got? 58, come on. Let's get it together, defense.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. First down, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Ready? 525. Sponge.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curl.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. First down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damiere Byrd, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brooks Reed racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Ready? Blue lady. White. Watch the shit. White. Shit. Watch the shit.
Winston now from the 50. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Check three. Shit. Flip it. 5 on the 50. Where we go?
Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 16-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
58,
From the gun, Winston. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Murray. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You don't want none. Check. Flip it. There we go.
Now Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashawn Perriman. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's a what? Check out. Switch. Watch out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On play action, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, blue way. I'm here. Hey, I'm here. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis now on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Zoom. Yeah, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Easy. Hey. Green, triple team. Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Murray escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing now is Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Carl Nassib drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Green, triple T! Green, triple T! Come to my work, son! We want it! Come to my work! 58, right away.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Get that ball! Flip it, flip it, flip it! 36, 36! 58, 58 for Mike. Watch the pass.
Throwing on second down. Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, right over.
To throw is Winston. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Look. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage. and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Check. Watch the
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the goal.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Drake. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready?
39-yard line.
Go, Chaco, let's go. We got wait. 58, it's Mike. Here it comes.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Winston now. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Corey Peters able to record his 5th sack of the season. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Kirk now, the return man. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Slam,
On first down, Drake. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 99, 25, check 25, check 20, let's go.
Murray to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
59. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Murray. Pass complete to Bird out right here. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker.
That's caught inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead.
Buccaneers 31, Cardinals 28.